Skibbity bop 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 da da. Hello. I know what you're thinking to yourself. Who's that handsome guy? Well, I am Adam P. Gill. This is Flip Flop Flow, the Florida Travel Show. And today, we're going to be doing an Anna Maria Island tour, so come on.
Stick around to the end of the video, guys, and I'll show you how I got this amazing sunburn.
My home state of Florida is a weird and beautiful place. It seems like everybody has their own version of reality. This is mine. Anna Maria Island has been my family's annual vacation for probably about 15 to 20 years. And we just love it here, quite honestly. It's a chill place to come and relax, but today we're going to go into a little bit more depth about the things that you can do and kind of more importantly, the strategic positioning of Anna Maria Island to maximize your vacation. First and foremost, Anna Maria Island is a great vacation spot because it's within driving distance of 3 of the most popular tourist destinations in Florida, but without the crowds. First, you have Tampa and Tampa Bay, which you can go to see just about every sporting event that you ever wanted to see. There's also the Hard Rock Tampa in case you feel like losing some money. Second of all, there's St. Petersburg, which has the most art museums and art galleries per square foot of a city that I have ever seen in my entire life. They also have really good beaches. And then finally, there's Sarasota. Sarasota's claim to fame is that it was the home of John and Mabel Ringling, the owners of Ringling Brothers Circus. It's also kind of just a laid-back town with a lot of good antique stores and thrift stores, if that's your thing. And all these places that I just talked about are 1 hour-ish, definitely less than 2 hours away from Anna Maria Island. So you can plan accordingly and have as little or as much vacation as you want. Next, we're going to talk about stuff to do, which for Anna Maria Island, quite honestly, is not much, but that's sort of the point. Without further ado, I think we'll take a look at the north end of the island. I was actually trying to take you guys to the historic Anna Maria City Pier, but unfortunately it got pretty much entirely washed away in the 2024 hurricanes, and as of the making of this video, they haven't rebuilt yet. Quite honestly, that's the story for a lot of businesses on the island, unfortunately, but there are still some stores open. Most of what you'll find at the north end is your standard tourist trap, cheesy souvenir stores, along with a couple of restaurants, and most notably one restaurant to rule them all, and in the darkness behind them, Ginny and Janie's cafe and gift store. It's weird, it's wonderful, it's pretty much everything all at once. Ginny and Janie's cafe and gift store is kind of like an art consignment shop that gives booths to local artists to display their wares. This guy is my spirit animal. Even if you don't come here to eat, you should really just drop in to look around because you'll definitely find stuff in this store that you won't find anywhere else on the island. You definitely don't want to be that guy or gal to take home like the 500th pirate coconut head, or the giant shark tooth, or the puka shell necklace, or the matching salt and pepper shakers that look like a set of butt cheeks. Why would you do that? That's not Florida, people. But party time is Florida, and it's party time every single day in Florida. I don't know what this show is anymore, but here's a giant Medusa head that scared the absolute shit out of me. And anyways, when you're done with your jump scares and whatnot, you can grab a bite to eat, and it's amazing. They got smoothies, they got all-day breakfast, they got sandwiches, and hot take, the best burger on the island.
But Adam, what about Duffy's Tavern?
I said what I said, and I don't need to answer to you. I had this delicious Greek burger with feta cheese, and believe me when I tell you, this burger was Firefax, no printer. I would allow this burger to testify for me in court because it was the absolute truth. No, this video is not sponsored, unless you want to sponsor me in burgers. Next, we're going to go to the lower extremities of the island and check out historic Bridge Street. Bridge Street has a ton of places to hang out, a lot of good watering holes to grab a drink, but no cap, it's a giant tourist trap. There's kind of a cool candy store here, and there's mini golf, whatever. Pretty much what you'll find here are your standard Florida souvenirs. If that's your thing, who am I to blame you for having a good time? But I do blame you. It definitely is worth a trip to go down to Bridge Street though, just to go to the historic Bridge Street Pier. This used to be the main way to the island, people, and the views of the Intercoastal Waterway are absolutely gorgeous. On the pier is a place I didn't talk about, but you should definitely look up if you go to Anna Maria Island, and that is Anna Maria Oyster Bar. Really good seafood, just not enough time on this trip. But I do want to take the time to talk about Wicked Cantina. Really dope Hispanic food just a little ways north of Bridge Street. This restaurant is super awesome, but we got a little love-hate situationship. See, the inside is really neat and aesthetic, but it's also really small. So if you show up when it's crowded, you could very well be eating outside, which is not a problem if there's a sunset or something going on. Their front deck is perfect to accommodate that. You just probably don't want to be there during the heat of the day. That being said, their food is bodacious. This is a create your own combo, which I didn't try, but it is definitely Reese approved. She's my mom. I had the Favorito burrito filled with pulled chicken and with black beans and rice on the side. And I'm not trying to oversell it, but it changes you. I went in a standard fat guy and I came out a different man. And you can bet your sweet bippy that I took all that time to roast standard Florida souvenirs just to tell you where you actually should buy your souvenirs. That place is just a little ways inland at the end of Cortez Road, and it is the Red Barn Flea Market. No, this is not a joke. The Red Barn Flea Market has been owned and operated by the same family since 1981, and they have over 600 booths with an indoor section that is open all week. Where else can you go to watch a man paint beach scenes live? He's literally painting his life, and I am all for it. They definitely have booths with standard Florida souvenirs, if you must. But above all, buy something used and reduce consumerism. Or buy something new and save a little cash. There's literally something here for every person on your list, including yourself. After you pick out something real nice, you can go to the massive food court and grab a beer, grab a burger or a taco, and listen to Mr. Bob, who has been here playing music since the dawn of time. He's also available for weddings and bar mitzvahs. While you're in the fishing village of Cortez, this is the last restaurant I promise. I just love engaging in Big Mac activities. But you should check out Star Fish Company, where you can literally eat on the docks where they caught the fish that morning. They literally been doing this for 100 years, guys, and it shows. Reese had a coastal shrimp plate, and I had blackened mahi-mahi with sweet potato fries, and oh, my Lanta. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm not the only delicious snack on the island anymore. Everything about this meal was perfect. A symphony in my head hole. The flakiness, the butteriness, absolute wow. Now let's switch gears a little bit and talk about the resort. Most of what you'll find on Anna Maria Island are vacation rentals and timeshares. Gulfstream and Smuggler's Cove are no exception. Now look, I am not saying go and get involved in a timeshare, because don't. But Smuggler's Cove has been doing it right for a long time. My family has owned this week for 15 to 20 years. So let's check out the place, starting with the pool. Wow, so luxurious. This place looks like vaporwave art. I'm not even joking, guys. The pool is a great place to come and hang out if you're tired of the beach and you want to be close to the room. They also have accessibility options, in case you were wondering. Also, there has never been a time where I have fought for a seat, so that's good. And they have a hot tub, a nice place to unwind after a long beach day. Very nice. But you will most certainly want to check out the area behind the resort. Behind the resort is a boat dock that offers spectacular views of the Intercoastal Waterway. This is my happy place, guys, and this is where I come out at 10 o'clock at night to sip a glass of wine. On multiple occasions, I have been attacked by animals, but there's ample seating as well as a gazebo. You could literally hold a party back here, guys. And on top of that, it is visually gorgeous. There are even full barbecue setups with built-in gas access. And now it is time for the obligatory room tour. Oh, hi, come on in. The condos at Smuggler's Cove are much like an upgraded hotel room. Simple, spacious, and effective, which is all you really need for a great family beach getaway. Every time we make this trip, the living room becomes my stronghold. First, we're going to take a look at the world's most uncomfortable couch. It also doubles as a fold-out and a TV for TV watching. Now behold, as I transform this area into a spectacular man fort. Rate my setup 1 to 10 in the comments. First of all, I would like to show off my brand new inflatable mattress. This thing slept awesomely. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Also, pro tip, never unpack your that way you don't gotta pack up when you leave. And no vacation would be complete without video games. People are all, why you bring video games? You can play video games at home. I can sit in the chair and watch TV at home too. This dining room table seats 4 and is great for flipping if you and your family like to play Monopoly. The room also comes with a pretty full kitchenette, which is very impressive. It comes with a range, a teapot, and a microwave. One of my favorite activities is nuking up a couple of freezer burritos, as well as counter space with bountiful appliances. There's even a full fridge freezer combo. Highly recommend to stick your head in the freezer after a hot day at the beach. And if you open the cabinets, wow, there's even cookwares in there. Outstanding. And in case you were getting scared there wasn't a place to do your business, we're going to now tour the bathroom. Starting off with the excellently sized mirrors, perfect for inner monologues. I finally made it, Ma. Your son is on the big screen. Are you proud of me? I mean, technically it's a little screen because it's social media, but I've never been one for semantics. Gee willikers, I never realized until this moment just what a spicy man I am. They even do that thing where they fold the towels into cool little shapes. But I digress. Here's some footage of the shower. You know what? That is a nice shower head. Look at that shower head. It's all adjustable and whatnot, got multiple settings. There's also a closet where you'll find an ironing board and a broom, but let's be honest, who's doing chores on vacation? Not me. And finally, we're going to take a look at the bedroom. Nothing crazy or out of the ordinary here, just a nice, soft, fluffy bed. One of the cool things about this resort, though, is that they do provide beach towels for you. And as you can see here, sort of your live, laugh, love standard signage decor. The room is real basic. But like I said before, what more would you actually need? But probably the best thing about this resort is the across the street beach access. And without further ado, we're gonna roll that beautiful beach footage. Spoiler alert, I got that sunburn by walking out in the sun. And to be quite honest, guys, this is probably my favorite beach in Florida because the water is always bathwater warm. You can watch sunsets and you don't gotta be, out on the West Coast. There's turtles. It is simply gorgeous. Oh, well, you know what they say. Life's a beach unless, you got beach access. But if you don't have beach access, there's plenty of public beaches to give you plenty to, beach about. The first beach in our beach fest is Bean Point on the north end of the island. So let's talk about the parking situation, guys. You will have to park in a neighborhood, and there are regulations, so pay attention to those signs. But there is definitely plenty of beach access. Getting the major downside of Bean Point out of the way, there are rip currents, so your swimming activities will probably be very limited. Being that this is in a neighborhood and on beachfront property, there's also limited facilities. And by limited, I mean none, so you're doing your business bear style. The one redeemable quality of Bean Point is that it is absolutely 100% the most gorgeous beach on the island. Jaw-dropping. And because of kind of the remote access situation, there's usually not a lot of people there. I know I made it sound like a terrible place, but Bean Point is definitely worth a visit just to see and check out, and to say you made it to the northernmost point of the island. Before I close out this segment, if you look hard enough at the very northernmost point, you can see the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Superb! Next, we're going to take a visit to Holmes Beach, another very popular public beach. Holmes Beach has literally everything. And look, they even have all-you-can-eat pancakes. And because they have everything, Holmes Beach usually stays busy. One more perk about Holmes Beach is that, in case you decide to be an idiot, there's lifeguard towers, so you don't gotta rely on sea turtles to save you. Holmes Beach also has a giant gift shop, snack bar, tiki bar, ice cream parlor, Uber facility, where you can find everything you left the room without. They also have live music all afternoon and evening. And then last, I'm going to talk about Coquina Beach, which is at the southern end of the island. Coquina Beach is the easiest to access of all the beaches, and here's why. There is basically unlimited parking, as well as a bus station from multiple parts of the island. And just a short walk from the parking lot is the actual beach. And you and I made it just in time for sunset. Ew, how romantic! Shut your face hole. Coquina Beach also has lifeguard facilities. In case you decide to act a fool on your vacation, there will be someone there to save you from yourself. Coquina Beach also has a snack bar and tiki bar where you can come and just watch the day unfold. Unfortunately, when we got there, it was already closed for the day, so I didn't get to try anything on this trip, but I know from experience it's pretty good. Weirdly enough, the bar was closed too, and the beach is open until 10, so not sure what the disconnect is there. But it is still a really cool place to hang out, and sunsets are always a great way to end the day. That was the stupidest thing I think I've ever said. Well guys, it looks like that is the end of our island tour. I had fun, I hope you sure did, and until next time, peace, love, and palm trees guys, bye.